Hey, Mama. Welcome back to the Mom Walk Collective podcast. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Ari, and we are two moms just trying to navigate through motherhood. And tonight, Jamie's going to open us with her pimple face.
Oh my
God,
gosh, guys,
that was kind of rude. That was rude. I'm sorry.
I am. It's okay. I'm claiming it. Like, I
Don't
look
claim
like,
it. That's a whole other
well,
story.
it's true. We're
You're
learning.
owning it
I'm owning
right
it.
now.
Yes, I'm accepting reality. Is essentially what I'm doing. That's a better phrase. Accepting reality. I'm accepting a lot of realities in my life, and one of them right now is this dang hormonal acne.
Mm.
So the episode's not going to be on this. These are just like Ari and I's like life updates. But I had never had acne in high school. Okay. I was that girl that never had a pimple. Go to college, and all of a sudden, I got chest and back acne like really bad.
Oh, and you were at a
And
beach school too.
I was like a beach school, pool parties every weekend.
Oh,
Like it was so I went and I started Accutane, and then you get like
oh,
flawless skin. But I moved to Australia 4 months into taking Accutane, and Accutane's was illegal at the time in Australia. So I couldn't finish it. Moved back from Australia, start Accutane again. The doctor that I was doing Accutane with put me on a super low dose for like a year, which is horrible for you. Like literally, if you've ever seen an Accutane like pill container thing, it literally has a picture of like a fetus all deformed with a circle
oh,
and an X through it because of how
whoa.
dangerous it is if you were to get pregnant on Accutane. You have to take 2 forms of birth control to be on Accutane. Did you know that?
Wow.
You have to take a pregnancy test every month. You have to take 2 forms of birth control. Um, and they do all this. It's like a really gnarly drug.
That does not, I mean, I knew it was gnarly, but that is intense. Like, that just kind of
It's
shows you, like, maybe we shouldn't be taking
no,
this.
literally. Well, and the matter of fact, for some people, if it's the type of acne, it's great. But I have hormonal acne, and Accutane doesn't treat hormonal acne. It's going to make my skin
Mm.
flawless being on it, because then that doctor ended up getting her medical license like taken away. So then I got taken off it because she was no longer a doctor. So I went on
Oh,
it a third time,
oh
and I started
God.
having internal bleeding and had to get off it. So long story short, I've been on an acne journey since college. Come to find out, it's my hormones. So right after I had my 2 miscarriages, I found this woman called Jessica Ash Wellness. I would be a dream to interview her one time, but she works
Did you
with
just
balance.
say I would be a dream, or did you just say it would be a dream?
I hope I said it would be a dream. Oh, I would be a dream.
It was
If
like, wow,
I,
wow, really hyping yourself up.
I would, I'm just a dream.
I
No,
love
it,
you.
it would seriously be a dream to interview her because her knowledge that she shared has changed my life. But if you're struggling with like PCOS or fertility and want other ways to just help do things to regulate your body through food, she's an incredible resource. After my 2 miscarriages, started following her program, my acne went away. Amazing, flawless. I was like, oh my gosh. And then we got pregnant. It was like boom, boom, boom. Pregnancy, literally flawless again. I was like, oh my gosh, I will be, as much as I hated being pregnant, the skin, oh, the skin was so nice. Um, well, now I got my first period back, and that first period has sent my hormones to outer space. And I have full back acne, chest acne, and
Oh,
the whole hormonal chin strap of
ugh.
acne. And it's just been painful.
Is it
So,
cystic acne or is it like the poppable
mm-hmm,
acne?
it's like cystic, and
Oof.
it's just painful. And then I end up picking at it, and then I have scabs on my face. It's just so bad.
Have
So
you ever
anywho,
gone to like a dermatologist and had them like inject it with, I think, is it cortisone?
hmm I probably should now. That's a good idea now. I just started going back and getting really strict rewatching. I ended up buying the woman's program, so Jessica Ash Wellness. I bought her program. It's like 300 something dollars. So I went through and started watching all of the different things again. I bought specific like vitamins to help as well, and to like taking away all my fancy skincare that like I just loved being pregnant because my skin just did so well with it. And I went and I bought Curology again, and
Mm.
Curology had worked for my skin. So that's my life update. Mainly why this came to be is right before Ari and I started recording, I went to the bathroom and I had this like pimple on my chin that kept catching on my hair. I know that sounds gross, but like it was just like surfaced and ready. And so then I popped it and then I got
Oh no.
insecure. And then I'm like, Jamie, don't freaking pick your face. And that's why it came to the forefront of my mind and want to let you guys all know if you're struggling with acne in pregnancy or postpartum, you're not alone. Anywho, that's my update. Ari has a way cooler update and a lot more exciting. Ari, what arrived at your house?
Oh, you guys, a Peloton arrived at my house today.
Whoop
Peloton Bike
whoop, she's gonna be fit,
Plus.
girl.
It is here. Is it working? No.
What?
Uh-huh.
You're kidding.
So, first of all, it comes. It's on like this big truck and it's dumping rain. And the moving guys and Ian and I are hiding in our garage, and the moving guys are hiding in the truck. And at one point, they just put out a hand and wave, and then duck back in because it's pouring rain, and they're waiting for it to stop because it was supposed to be done at like 6 a.m. No, 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 no. So then they ended up moving our bike into the house. We have like a home gym, so they put it in the garage, and we plug it all in. It looks like it's like working. I'm like drying it off because it like came in the rain. And yeah, the screen's not working. So I will
No.
say Peloton's customer service is phenomenal. The people dropping it off called Peloton. Peloton took care of a bunch of stuff, then called me and they were like, hey, we've taken care of everything. The new screen's on its way. We're going to send a new technician. You should be able to ride your bike by like Monday or so. So,
Oh, but still the hype of
wah
like, oh my
wah.
gosh, my bike's here. And then now you just can only look at it.
It's freaking
But,
beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's just sitting there. I'm like walking to my garage. I'm like, wow, it's so beautiful. I can't wait.
and you
But yeah,
got
they waved like
shoes.
I got the shoes. So I am renting it, which is awesome because for me, I was like, do I buy it? Do I buy the treadmill? Do I buy the regular bike? Do I ride the bike plus? So I'm like still in limbo of like what I really want to fully commit myself to. But with the bike plus, you can rent it, which is great. And so I got the shoes, the membership, all of that comes with the rental.
What is Bike
And
Plus?
it's just really fancy. And like
Just fancy.
the screen moves so you can like see the screen while you do your workouts on the floor or like
Oh, you
to the side of the
fancy
bike.
woman.
And it can sync with like the instructor. So like instead of you twisting the knob, it just twists the knob for you. It
Whoa.
like connects to your Apple Watch. It does all the cool things. So I
That's
thought,
actually pretty
hell,
cool.
I'm like, why not? If I'm renting it, like I'm gonna go with the nice one.
Is the
Um,
cost of renting it like essentially the same as like a gym membership?
yeah. So it's 120 to rent, and that comes with your membership and the bike,
Oh, that's
and your
cheap compared.
shoes. Yeah.
Tell everyone who's listening that
Oh,
doesn't live in Orange County. Okay, me and Ari, and then we'll get into today's episode, but me and Ari have been looking
yeah.
at memberships mainly because ClassPass, if you don't have ClassPass, it's an app where it has a bunch of different studios in every different category from Pilates, yoga to HIIT to boxing, whatever. And you can just like book a class and not have to have a membership at that studio. Used to be like poppin' in Orange
It used to be
County.
so good. Even in the Bay Area, it was
Yeah,
phenomenal.
literally like you could get the best studios, you could get like like high times were still had like at least a few spots available, like all that type of stuff. Just in the last like 2 weeks in Orange County, they have taken, I don't know if something happened and their class pass is jipping the studios or the studios are just full, but a lot of the good studios out here all just like fell off class pass, or like the times are like super wacky, like in the middle of the day or 5 a.m. or something
Yeah,
where
they
it's
like
just like,
block some of the like prime class times that we would want to go to.
yeah. So we've been
So,
looking, tell them how much it costs. It's stupid.
you guys, we were looking at a gym because we were like, oh, this is really cool. They have a ton of stuff. I'm not going to give the gym name if you're local, because hopefully we can be members there eventually. There's a freaking Bentley Bentayga. I was like, yeah, that's the person that can afford this, because a yearly membership, guys, for like all the things, $7,000. You want to know what that breaks down to every month? $583 and a couple cents. And are you kidding me? Who
Doesn't even have
affords
kids
that?
care.
Who affords that? I want to know because I want to like do like we need that. We need that
L-
level of income in this like family.
Literally.
Um
And the thing is with this gym too, it's like a studio gym. So it's not like it's a boutique gym. It's not like what you think of like a Lifetime where it has like the pools and the spa and the locker rooms. No, it literally is a boutique gym. So they offer a
one
variety of,
location.
yep,
Super
500,
cool. They have like cold plunges
500.
and stuff, but like I think you have to pay extra for that. So yes, 120 for my Peloton's fantastic.
Oh my
The
gosh,
story of
that's
how I
killer.
got my Peloton is even funnier, but that's a little TMI, and not much things are TMI in my life. So if you really want to know, you can DM me.
You
But
should hit her up. It's pretty
it's
funny.
not gonna go on the podcast.
That's pretty funny. Okay, we
Oh.
wanted today to just be like a fun, light episode. So we're just going to share fun things that you can do with activities for your kids inside the home, outside of the home, at different areas, things that we've seen a ton of moms do, things we really like to do. So, Ari, do you want to kick it off? What is your favorite activity inside the home
Ooh, inside the
with the
home.
kids?
Oh. Bound chick. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Inside the home, if we can't go outside currently at the age my kids are, 10 months old, the funnest thing to do with them is to like do like races around the house. So like they have to like crawl and like catch us, or like they have to like crawl and beat each other up the stairs. That's just really entertaining for us. I mean, we have twins, so they're laughing at each other the entire time, or like if one's on the top of the stairs already, we make them cheer for the other one coming up the stairs.
I love
Um
it.
so that's really fun. We do have some fun stuff coming though. We just put in the order for some soft play for the
Mm.
collective, and we're going to
Yeah,
be
I'm actually
storing it
really
at our
excited.
house. So,
I know. I might steal one of the blocks or something to have at mine.
oh, you should. And
Yeah.
also we could just have like sick play dates at our house.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited.
um
It's so fun that you have twins because are they coming to the age where the play together is more like it's not just like two, I don't want to say blobs because it's not like your kids were blobs, but like all babies like didn't do anything for a while. Or like now they understand like, oh my gosh, like we get to play together every day.
yeah, it's really fun. Like even right before we went up for bedtime, one of them was in the laundry basket and one of them was standing like holding onto the side of the laundry basket, and they're just like giggling back and forth at each other, and that's so fun for me to see. Like yes, they get rough with each other and like one ends up tackling the other one, but like when they just like sit there and giggle at each other, or like play with toys and like take it from each other and just giggle, it melts my heart, and like
Oh my gosh.
that's a lot of fun.
It's so fun. I can't wait to see him get older. I can't wait to hear Harley's voice. Like just a cute little girl's voice. They're so
Oh,
cute. They're
it's
so
gonna be
fun.
so much fun. But what's your
It
favorite
is.
thing to do with Lincoln in the home? You're never home, so
And
I feel
I'm
funny asking you this.
Facts.
What's your
I'm
favorite
out
thing
of
to do with Lincoln in the car?
literally I am rarely home. We probably spend so we're home in the morning till I have to take my mom to work. So we're home from when he wakes up till like 8 and then usually don't get home. Well, now I've been coming back and making myself breakfast. And then leaving at like 10. And I'm usually then not home till like 2. Um so the times we are home, right now, he loves like balls, like basketballs, footballs, soccer balls, bouncy balls. Like, I don't know what randomly has come over him.
He loves balls.
He loves balls. What was the old? There's an old episode. We got to play the clip with it. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. We talked about balls. Oh, it was your pink balls.
Oh, I almost brought them into the room and was going to be like pink balling while we were talking.
I saw it on your Instagram story the other day and I'm like, the pink balls. You should tell them what your pink balls are.
Okay, guys. In case you guys don't know, I really love the Skinny Confidential. It's a new thing that came to me like this year. I think I started listening to her podcast, and she has an ice roller and pink balls. And so like I did this whole thing, like if I like ice rolled with the cheap Amazon ice roller for a month, I can get the like fancy ice roller she made. Okay, got it. It's legit. But couldn't just get that. How did I get the pink disco balls too? And the pink disco balls, I feel really funny when they're like on my desk or something because it looks like a sex toy, but it's basically like it basically looks like a vibrator with like two like disco balls, and it like sculpts your face, guys. It's phenomenal. I might just go grab it. I'll be back really quick.
You can watch the video version on Spotify and you can also watch the video version on YouTube. But Ari just brought on her pink balls.
Does this not look like a sex toy? I mean, like,
know.
I felt bad. My house cleaner was here the other day, and I'm like, just left it out on my desk. And I'm like, did she touch it? Like, so like it like grips your face and
Do you feel like it
sculpts
works?
Yeah, like I used it the other day, and when I saw my friend later that day, she was like, "Whoa, like you look like you lost a lot of weight," and I'm like, didn't, but thank you. But I think it's because I ice rolled and and I sculpted my face earlier in the day. So like I was in like an oversized sweatshirt and shorts, so she saw like my legs, which are always like the leaner part of my body, and then my face looked like snatched.
Snatched. You are.
So, yeah.
You do look snatched. It's pretty cool. I need to get myself one. Actually, these are things that we can bunny trail on this so far. These are the things that I like always want, but then they end up sitting in my bathroom and then like I forget about them. But honestly, it is working.
So yeah, I like using this, and then like I think I'm just gonna start making it part of my morning routine at my desk.
Oh,
So it's
smart.
supposed to like help like drain. So like even you can like drain your lymphs right here. So like you can
Your
roll
lips.
it like that. My lymphs.
If you're,
All right, guys, that's enough of the pink balls.
yeah. Anywho, back to the other balls.
Okay.
Lincoln is at a stage where he wants to have some type of play with it. So depending on what ball he has in his hand, for example, for the football, I don't know why these numbers have come to mind, but I will like set up like he is the player that hikes the ball. So I'm always like 41, 42, hike, hike, hike. And he like knows to like do it. And then he passes it off to me. And then I'll like do a loop around the island and like pretend that I score a touchdown. He thinks it's like the best thing ever.
Oh my goodness.
So that's like so much fun. And then I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the Play Every mat that came with the tent. Well, it was just like the 3-prong thing that you hung all the stuff, or it has like a tent version. So I've made that kind of into like a goal. And so we're now like, I'm showing him, not only can you like throw a ball, but you can kick a ball. And
Mm.
I'm at the stage. So my son is, Lincoln's turning, yeah, you'll hear this before he's 1. He's turning 1 in a week. And we're at the phase now within play that it's, you actually have to like educate him on what we're actually playing and like how you play with it, versus like, oh, I'm gonna lay you on your belly and do this and that. It's at the fun, like exploratory phase where he understands a football is different than a soccer ball. A soccer ball is different than a basketball. He understands like you throw them or kick them and all of that, but it's
Mm.
fun now because even too, like, we've made different, my mom will like sing the fight song. She sings this fight song like,
What is the fight
it's,
song?
she's like da, 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 like like when they like score a touchdown like at football games and stuff. Also, it's the cheerleader in me. um so that probably is like our favorite thing right now. I also want to share this. We should actually go back and start like what were our favorite activities during the earlier newborn, kind of to where we
Ooh.
are now. But we'll backtrack in a sec. I do want to bring up this other activity. I'm not involved, but it is Lincoln's favorite thing to do in the world. Um, in our kitchen, I we just have a drawer that has all of, it's like the Tupperware drawer. Like everyone has
Mm.
a Tupperware drawer, but ours is for all of our like water bottles. So it has like all of our straws and all of our lids and all the miscellaneous stuff. Well, it's right next to the stove. And so when I'm like cooking, Lincoln wants to hang out with me. And that drawer has become like the end of a rainbow for him. It's like a pot of gold. Like he thinks it's literally the coolest thing in the entire world. And so multiple times a day, mainly because I'm in here cooking or whatever, he will open this drawer and go to town. He like will throw things. He'll get out like the silicone straws and like fling them like he's at a rave. Like it is just like his drawer. And I probably wash everything in the drawer every single day because it just gets thrown everywhere. He'll like suck on it or he'll like slam it against things. But it do your kids, like, do the twins have like a drawer in the house or like a bucket or something that like they always end up going to and they just like throw everything out? Or
Well, they have their buckets of like, we have like a basket of toys in our room, downstairs, and in their bedroom. And they like those. When I'm laughing because they don't have like a Tupperware drawer that they've discovered yet. However, in our bedroom, we have a fake plant, but it has like real, like, what do you call that? Like moss?
moss, yeah.
It has that, and they freaking love that. I don't like, I'm like, no, 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 that's yucky. That's disgusting. Please don't. No, it doesn't matter how many times I say that. It's not getting through. They're like, I'm just like, so if anything goes quiet and I'm in the bedroom, like getting ready, I know they're over there. They
You're like the plant.
also, yeah, like, I wish they had like cute stuff like a Tupperware to clean. No, in our room, I podcast on our bed because it's the only place I can close a door and like Ian can still do stuff. They love climbing on our bed and literally hanging on these picture frames. And I'm like, you guys are getting heavy. At one point, it did disconnect, and I'm like, so it's just not good. So we're trying to teach them not to do that stuff. So we probably should find like a drawer for them to like just fully like just, that's your whole, you can take reign over that. And hopefully it's like a hat drawer instead of like a Tupperware thing where I have to clean it all the time, because that sounds like a lot.
Well, I'm laughing because I just baby proofed another drawer in the kitchen, and it's where my mom's like china and candles and like tea lights, like all of that she keeps in there.
Mm.
And I just was letting him whatever. I'm like, he breaks it, he breaks it. She didn't baby proof it yet. Like, well, I
I like how
found
you
out.
whisper for that one.
She listening? Maybe. um, but since it has all the candles in there, I found out Lincoln was pulling off the wicks and eating them. And I was like, you're disgusting. Like, that is absolutely disgusting. And are you mineral deficient in something? Like, why did that seem appealing to you? So I just
Everything
baby
seems
proofed it.
appealing. Like
I know.
literally, it's just like that phase of being very oral. Like I know, I shouldn't use that word. Um, they're very mouthy is another word somebody used because I made fun of my cousin during Christmas time because her family was saying like that she was very oral growing up, and I was like, oh, you were very oral. My brain is like sometimes goes to like a 12-year-old boy, guys. Um, but going back to that point of being mouthy, one of my other favorite things to do, and I know this is not available to everybody, but it is one of the reasons why we decided to move down here, is taking the babies to the beach.
Mm,
And like literally we talked about like having beach babies. Like that was
yeah.
our like goal, one of our goals for how we wanted to raise the kids. And and they are sand eaters.
Mm.
Sand eaters. Like literally nothing tastes better than the sand, and Graham's little booty hole definitely pays the price.
Poor Graham. I feel like though they're gonna grow out of it because they're a month behind Lincoln,
Mm-hmm.
and Lincoln is over the sand eating phase and all of that. We're now, because that was like so horrible when, like, well, the waves have been really bad, but usually I surf with my friends every Sunday. It's been raining the last little bit, so we haven't been. But when we were, the beach experience was horrible because I literally was just chasing Lincoln around on my hands and knees, pulling everything and anything from the sand out of his
That's where
mouth.
we're
It was
at.
like, and but I can give you hope because same, like, love going to the beach with Lincoln. It's one of my favorite things, and he doesn't put stuff in his mouth anymore.
I'm
Do we have?
excited.
Yeah. Do we still get sand everywhere? Like, we're at our mother's market. So, plug, if you're in Southern California, April 22nd, we're having a mother's market. You should be there. It's Freelance Coffee Project. It will be from 9 to 12. We're having a bunch of brands there. And one of the brands there is a like baby cleaning service. So she cleans. And Ari's also wearing a sweatshirt of another brand that will be there. Peep, peep. But we're having like a yeah, she cleans like your car seats and she cleans your strollers. And I am the mom that like has the dirty stroller. Like, my stroller is covered in sand. Like, I constantly have to like flip my stroller upside down and like kick all the sand out. Last time me and Ari were at the beach the other day, and afterwards, like, there was sand all up in Lincoln's willy, and like I'm like, you had a diaper and swim trunks on. Like, how did this happen? Like, but
Oh,
I
oh,
can't tell you, it does get better.
yeah. I'm like, it's gonna be so fun this summer. They're gonna be like walking and running around the beach.
I
Like, can you
know.
imagine? I'm so excited. And the twins already have like their little beach chairs. My mom, their Christmas present was like full beach out. So like this blanket keeps making an appearance on my Instagram, and I was scrolling through my feed. I was like, wow, okay, I need to like mix it up a little because she got us like all these beach or business and pleasure stuff. So we have the matching blanket with the matching umbrella, and then they have their
Cute.
own little baby toddler beach chairs
Oh
that
my
are
gosh,
like
so
so
cute.
cute. And me and Ian are going to be on our Costco Tommy Bahama chairs because that's
Oh,
what parents do.
I
Uh,
was gonna say, and that's the Orange County thing here, is like you have
yeah.
a Tommy Bahama chair.
Yes. You have a Tommy Bahama chair and Tommy Bahama umbrellas, but now we have the business and pleasure
Oh, for the
umbrellas.
nude mom, for the beige mom.
You
That's
know.
so fun.
Um, but let's see here. So we
Let's
talked
go
about
back.
like outdoor activities.
Well,
Want to
let's
go
go
back to when
back
they were like
to.
littles?
Well, I'm trying to just think of like the progression on like how our kids like really came into play. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when Lincoln was little, I was like really adamant on like the black and white cards
Mm-hmm.
and the flashcards, mirrors, tummy time. And it's so crazy how much it feels like a fog, but I'm like, now he full on plays. And even today, we were at the park. He climbed up a full slide, turned around at the top, and slid down. Not even like went up the stairs or anything. I'm like, my son is not even one, and he's like a crazy daredevil adventure kid. And I'm like, when did this happen? Because I literally feel like I was at the phase of the mobiles and the
Mm-hmm.
cards. And how does it transition? Can you like help refresh me, because it just feels like such a fog.
No, like literally when you asked me to, or when you said we were going to talk about going backwards, I'm like, oh no, the mom fog is going to like hit me. Cause yeah, I mean, I do remember we always had the black and white flashcards. We had them in their bassinet downstairs. So that's where they would kind of like chill sometimes. It was like a twin bassinet, so we would put them in there, and then like we would have the black and white cards. We put them in their like bassinets in their stroller. We literally had them everywhere. Like the Love Every cards were like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd flip them around and you'd be like, okay, you looked at this one too much, so you're gonna look at this one now. And Harley used to like, she would study them. Graham would be over it in like a couple minutes. He's like, okay, move on. Um, but then like they do, so then they go to like being able to sit up, which
Yeah.
like that was really cool when they started to be able to sit up. Like it's like wow. But then you're like making sure they don't just like fall over right away.
Yes. But I'm
Um
trying to even think about the play that I did. I can remember doing a lot of sensory play when he
hmm,
was
mm,
starting to get a little bit older. So I can remember like I would take his boppy and I would lay it, essentially have him do tummy time on his boppy, so like on a pillow.
mm,
And then where his hands were, I would get like a big baking sheet and I would put water and like some toys
mm.
or like ice cubes. Um, I didn't do anything, just a lot of like water play that way. I can remember doing a lot of sensory stuff like that to get him like feeling and moving and
I remember
all
like
of
the
that.
crinkle books were like really helpful. Like honestly, we got the Love Every subscription because one, I like to consider myself more on the minimalist side. I don't want a ton of toys in my house. And two, they're aesthetically pleasing. So
Ari's forte.
like it's gotta get like honestly, I think I heard somebody describe it the other day and it was like if it's aesthetically pleasing, like it's just calming. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just like when it's too much, too wild. And I'm not saying that like if you like bright colors that like that's too wild. I think it's just like if there's too much bright colors like mixed in like wild going on, like it could be well done. But for me I need like calming.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, I we used a lot of the Love Every stuff. Like so whatever came in that kit, like that's what we were using or we always like took them outside. So, you know, the babies were born in May. So the weather was nice. So they were always like outside with us. We would like bring their DockATot. We had little cabanas for their DockATots.
Of
So
course
they'd
you
come
did.
out into the backyard. You guys, you know, I like to keep it bougie sometimes. Like, other times I'm really chill, and then there's other things I'm like, yes, of course they need cabanas for their DockATots. Are you kidding me? So we always our big thing is like we just wanted them outside. So it didn't necessarily mean like we had to have a bunch of stuff, but like they could look at the trees in the backyard and like they could feel like the turf.
They could feel the grass that's fake underneath their feet.
But, you know, I wanted them outside as much as possible. They were at the beach like within the first week of being born.
Yeah.
Um again in their DockATots and cabanas, but you got to keep them protected from the sun.
True. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Um yeah, I'm trying to think, like it literally just feels now. I wish Lincoln was into books a little more. He definitely like we read the same. I could tell you all the animal order of brown bear, brown bear. What do you see? I can also tell you right now the whole book. Put me in the zoo. I want to be in the
Mm,
zoo. Put me, or now I can't even say it.
like
That book.
orange, purple, green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, it's my spots. They're orange. You say, we like it that way. Something like that. Um, I do. Oh, now it's kind of coming back. Lincoln loves birds. Birds are
Oh
his
yeah.
favorite thing. This is actually, I think I've said this on a podcast before.
Mhm.
Um, but if you look up cat TV, I know it sounds crazy, but it is essentially a channel where they just play a bunch of birds and chipmunks and squirrels. Um, when I was married, we used to put it on for our cat when we would leave. I'm pretty sure Charlie still does that for our cat, but because he has her now. But I still to this day, I use cat TV all the time. If I don't want Lincoln to watch like a show or anything like that, I literally put on cat TV and be like, let's watch the birds. Let's watch the pretty birds. Um,
He's gonna be a bird watcher.
he already is. And I'm like, you know what? I like it. I was actually at Nicole's house today and here's an idea if you have um like kids that are like wanting to watch something, but maybe you're kind of over shows, maybe you're not a huge fan of shows. Um, just another alternative. But she was been putting on like YouTube channels of tractors. So
Mm.
of just like literally construction workers like
Hey, you
moving the
get
tractors
creative.
and everything. Um so stuff like that. I have now ventured to the parks. Lincoln's old enough to be a
Mm.
park kid now. So we are now starting to explore parks, but this is something, hey, if you're a mom and no one's doing this yet, I'm about to give you $1 million idea. You should sell to Google labeling parks by the age range that kids can play on.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. That would be good. Because there's a great park in Irvine where our friend Bridget held her daughter's first birthday. That was great for the baby's age right now.
Oh my
Whereas,
gosh,
like,
amazing.
the park that is right by our house, we love it. It's brand new, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, they can crawl all over it. But is it like designed specifically for little ones? Not exactly. Like
Yeah,
we're like walking around chasing them.
literally the park. Okay, I've been to 2 parks lately. Like, I've just been looking at parks to just start seeing, hey, what parks are around? Let's go try them out. There's this one that literally is even scary for me to be on. This thing, 3 stories high. You have to like climb up this tunnel. You have to go. It is literally an amusement park, but it's like a
Is this
local park.
the one by like Newport Beach Boulevard? Like
Yes,
by the police station?
by the Costa Mesa Library.
I think so.
Yeah, crazy. It
Yeah,
is.
I've seen that thing. Like it and like you like it's yeah. I think
It
I
is.
saw a video of you on that too.
Yes, it is nuts. It is nuts. The slide like vertically drops down. I took Lincoln on it because I'm like, you know what? You're an adventurous little boy. But did we both come out like I probably was more scared than Lincoln was? Yes. It's just an insane. I'm like, this is great. I literally like even took my shoes on the side to like slow me down because I'm like, you freaking soar. The second park I went to, I wanted to meet a friend and I was like, oh, I'll go towards you. So I literally just, again, went towards her neighborhood, typed in park. This park was made for like 10-year-olds. Like it had so many holes, open divots. There's no way that Lincoln could play there. So he literally just crawled around on the ground and like
Which
climbed up the slide.
Yeah, like it is phenomenal because at that age, like they're either starting to get into video games or parks can still be entertaining. So like the fact
Yeah,
that they're like that level is fantastic, but then at our level we're like, okay, we just need like something simple. Like
exactly. That's why I think
um
that $1 million idea, hey, someone pitch it to Google. I'll just give you a high five because you're just going to make my life more convenient. But that would be incredible.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would say the kids love the park right now. Going back to books, they are starting to love books. I mean,
Hmm.
I think they hit a point like before we would try to read to them before bed. They are not comprehending. So we like stopped reading before bed. And then when we started sleep training again, we were like, okay, 2 books before bed, 1 book at nap time. And so we're like, cool, on board. Now it's so cute. Harley has to have a book in her hand while we're reading a different book to her, and she just holds it.
Cute.
And then like Graham will sometimes hold a book. Mostly he's like very much more concerned with his like bottle or breastfeeding. But then like downstairs, they'll just be like holding their little books sometimes. Not all the time. I'm not gonna like say that they're like constantly little studious kids, but like it is very cute when they're just holding their books. And like Harley will like actually open it and like study it sometimes. I'm like so
That
cute.
is so cute. What's their
Yeah.
favorite? Are you like a Dr. Seuss family? Are you? Oh, you should share those new books you
We
just found.
yeah, we got really into Slumberkins. And Slumberkins is like I have obviously the books right here because we read them before bed. But what I love about them is they're not just like any type of like story. They're really about like discovering their feelings. So they have them about emotional courage, mindfulness, routines, building connections, gratitude, self acceptance, growth mindset, conflict resolution, authenticity, self esteem, change, stress relief, grief and loss, self expression, and creativity.
Keep going.
You know,
Yeah.
just that.
Just a little list.
So the but like they're cool. So they're like really engaging for them to read, but then as they get older, they also have like a reflect and connect section. So they have like 3 things for them and then they have an adult reflection as well.
So cool.
So literally there's a cartoon now of it on Apple TV, which is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, and it's cool. It's like they like talk through their feelings. Like they'll be like playing with the other characters and then all of a sudden one of them will come on the screen and they're like, well, one of the episodes I recently watched was like, I didn't want to go poop when all my friends were here because then they'll know I'm going poop. And it was like about like normalizing that, where, or they'll talk about like their friends got, you know, toys and they didn't get that toy and their mom won't buy them that toy. And like, how do they process that? Um, so it's really cool. My mom was reading them to the kids and she's like, this is like therapy for adults. Oh, I forgot to
Seriously.
even mention before you even get to the reflect and connect, there's like affirmations at the end. So there's lines that you read and then they repeat after you. So we've found those books to be like our like exciting books that we're gonna read to them. I'm gonna just end up buying their whole collection because it's just I mean, like what can you I don't know. I really like that.
Wow. I know. I need to get them. You've talked about them. And then our other friend, Taylor, was the one who introduced Ari to them. Shout out, Taylor. She has literally the best resources. I'm going to give her a TikTok shout out because she works
Yeah.
so hard. It's Tay for Days, right?
Tay days. Tay's
Tay
days.
Days. We'll put it in the show notes. But if you're a homeschool mom or just want activity, she's a mom of four. She has like got it down to a science now, but does it in such a beautiful, graceful way. And is just really cool. We just love her.
Yeah.
She's so great. And has resources like this. So
Yeah.
shout out Tay. We love you. Um, I will end this with like activities not in the home and not like out at a park or at the beach or something like that. But things that I really want to get Lincoln into now that he's coming in on my list. I'd love to put him in like a music class, something that like
I was literally gonna say that. We're
yes.
I'm gonna make you sign up for the one with me because there's one in Laguna we took the kids to last year and obviously they were super young, but I want to take them again because they do like the music and then they do dance and they do live music and then they like make them do things and it's all in the park. So we go to the one in Laguna. But they have them all across Orange County on the coastal cities. So
We should. I'll talk to you after, but I'll just say it on here. A lady that I nannied before, literally like the first time I got pregnant, I was still nannying for them. That's what she does for a living, and she does it out of her house in Mission Viejo. So I think if you're in a Mission Viejo area, I think you guys are doing. She's sponsoring a walk. But we should take one of her class because she built out a studio on the side of her house. So that's why I nannied for her, is because she would teach her classes and I would watch her kids after school. She's great. We'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
So music class is one of them. Swim lessons. I want to do
gymnastics.
Gymnastics. But I don't want to. What's the swim lessons? The swim survival resource, or what is it?
ISR.
Yes. What does it stand for? Infant
Can't
swim.
tell you. It's like infant safety rescue. I don't know. I
See,
always
we're
get it
making
wrong,
up.
but
I don't know either. I'm like making these things up. But I really want him to do that. Gymnastics. What are other things? Okay, our friend McCall. We're just dropping all these names. What is it called?
Infant swimming resource.
Oh.
Infant self-rescue.
Oh.
Essentially, it's where you can toss your kid in the pool and like they can swim to the edge. Yeah. Like under 6 months, they can learn how to float, and then after 6 months, or maybe it's after. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna take them, and they're gonna learn.
Yeah, I want that for sure. That would be like a devastating thing to happen, and it's more common. I mean, in California, you have to have a gate around your pool, but in Idaho, our pool there's no gates and stuff like that. So, especially since we're around the ocean and all that all the time, I really want him to at least learn to float,
know how to navigate.
Yeah. And not be afraid of water. But one of our friends, McCall, goes like, she's like the queen of finding all the free classes that happen all the time. So she like, I always see her at the library and she's like doing the read alongs. Or
there's
she's
something
like
cool in Huntington too. Actually, Steph, our ambassador in Huntington, she took her daughter to like, it was like a character breakfast.
Whoa.
And it's free.
See,
so we'll be hitting up those things too.
Yeah, I need to start looking on like the city websites that show like, hey,
wasn't there's there that like center in Newport that you came across that holds free classes for kids?
This was
amazing.
Find that. Because I was driving around. So Lincoln has only been a majority of my life. I'm just not home. So he naps most comfortably in the car, which is great because I usually end up taking work calls then. But I really had to go to the bathroom. And so I just like pulled into like a local park, and it ended up being a youth center. So I don't know if you guys have youth centers near you, but this was literally phenomenal. I found out there's actually a school that's like up on the bluff above it, but the youth center has like an empty room with mirrors. They have like a playroom. They have like a rec style room, really nice bathrooms, and they host like all of these free community classes that you can sign up for and attend. And then on the outside is like a really well done park. Like up top was like probably like 0 to 4, and then the park down below was like 5 and older, and it had even different levels. It was like the most amazing thing. So if you guys have youth centers near you, I would definitely check it out, because I was like shocked. I like walked to the employee. I was like, is this a private business? Like, what is this? And yeah, it's put on by the city, and it's just the youth center.
Let's go.
I know. Yeah, we should go.
Also, it made me think of this park that I saw in San Francisco, that if you live in San Francisco in the Presidio Heights area, there's a really cool park that they did that's like not just like park that you would see built, with like aluminum and plastic. It's like made with like tree stumps, and like it's like very earthy but cool. Like I definitely it definitely is something that you take them when they're a little bit older. Like my babies were not going to be going there right away, but
so cool.
Very cool.
Do you have
Anyways.
anything else?
I think, we're going to keep you updated on our life. We're going to bring on some cool guests. Ian and I are going to be on for an episode soon.
Yeah, we should just do that next.
Ian and I on the episode, on the call, on the podcast.
On the mic. One or something. I don't even know what that was. Yeah, let's have you guys next. Hey, Ian. Ari's husband is Ian, if you haven't caught on yet. And he's the mastermind who edits all of our podcasts. Shout out, Ian.
Hey.
I just wish you could record his face. Oh my gosh, some of these episodes. You should do a behind the scenes of recording his face.
Oh, I really should.
Editing the podcast.
You guys, the episode we did that came out last week, Jamie talked about poop, and he just Jamie and I were recording another episode while he was editing that one, and all I get is this text message with the video of Jamie talking about her poop. So that's what I posted to my stories the other day.
Classic, hey. Magnesium. Right. The right one will make you poop.
Anyways, all right, guys. Well, we talked about the Mother's Market earlier, so we won't hit you up with that, but I'll hit you up with the cringe now.
Oh, you're doing the cringe today.
I'll do the cringe. We really want to take this podcast and make this available to more and more moms and get the right resources available to moms. And so it would really help us if you subscribe, comment on wherever you listen to this podcast. We're going to go take a look at everything that's been commented, liked, and subscribed, because that would really help us. Also, if you want mom friends, Jamie and I met at a walk. And if you want mom friends that maybe are like Jamie and I, or maybe they're nothing like Jamie and I, and that's you want mom friends, go to our website. We have a walk finder on our website. Type in your zip code, find a walk near you, join that walk. Or if there's no walk near you, sign up to become an ambassador. We have an onboarding program. So if you sign up this month, then you'll hear from us on April 1st. If we always just respond on the 1st of the month, and then we'll take you through our onboarding process. So we are so excited for the Mother's Market coming up. Again, April 22nd, 9 to 12. We are going to be announcing vendors soon, which is super exciting, and kind of what they're each going to be doing, because it's not just going to be your average market, guys. It's going to be a cool, interactive market.
Cool market.
Yeah, it's not just a regular market. It's a cool market.
It's a cool market.
And there are going to be some amazing giveaways, so you don't want to miss it. Other than that, Jamie, you want to close us out?
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a little tea. We have some new apparel coming. That's all you get. Other than that, we love you, Mama. We're excited to get some guests on, but I hope you just enjoyed this little chit chat between Ari and I. And we love you, Mama.
Talk soon. Love ya.